Hello guys and girls and welcome back. It's Big John here. The app's at the bottom of the screen if you like to listen to my music. So is all the information I'll be talking about in this video. So let's get straight into it. What we're going to be talking about today is the weekly cycle. Now usually I do show you strategies on how to use indicators and stuff like that. I'm still using the same indicator strategy which I'll link up here. But what I'm going to be doing is showing you how I detect where I am in the market in the weekly cycle, which helps me to identify if I'm looking for a bullish move in this currency pair or a bearish move. So let's head over to the charts and get it cracking. As you can see, we're on the Euro JPY at the moment, and I have currently marked out what I can see as a pattern formation. Now, I haven't marked this out just because it's the only pair that does it. Other pairs do this as well. This is just a clear definition of what you should be looking for in terms of when the market is making its moves. So when you go over to a weekly cycle in the market, and I've got my weekly cycle indicator here. If you join the group and you're a member of Pip Hunter, I give all the settings for my indicators. We are here perfectly at a peak formation low. Now this is part of the wave strategy, which is originally made from the market maker strategy, and this is what I teach. I teach people and I do one-on-ones in my mentorship about how to learn and master this strategy, because it's something, it's a lot, but if you get your head around it and you pay attention to the pattern you're seeing, then you'll be able to win. So we can see here we're at a peak formation low on Euro JPY around this time in August, and you can see now it's done its first push up for a second leg of a W. Then what it did now is it created a V shape here for its second push up in the weekly cycle. Then what it did here is it created a third push up for its third push in the weekly cycle. Then just to start the weekly cycle again from the top, coming, as you can see, which this would have been in theory the midweek reversal. You can see it started to form its M pattern and then it dropped down here. Now what happens from a peak formation low in the weekly cycle is you should get a W, a V, and an M. Now this can happen within 2 to 5 pushes in the week, and the same thing if you're doing it in reverse for a sell in the week. So it doesn't have to happen 5 pushes in one go. It could happen 2 pushes to 5 pushes in a week. Sometimes it could be 4 pushes. It just depends. But this is the pattern you're looking for, so you need to identify. So if we go over to the next week, which you can see the pattern started from this week, this is where some people might get confused. You had your M, then you had an A, then you had another A that came here, which was bits of consolidation as well, but it was still your A, and then you went down here. So this would have gone down a bit further. So I'll mark this out for you. So this goes down and this basically connects to here. So you had an M, A, which will go all the way down, should drop, and then you'll go back in to your W. So you can see here. So the second leg of an M will always be the first line of a W, just so you know, and the second leg of a W will always be the first line of an M. So as you can see here, now we've gone from a peak formation high, that's what this would be, peak formation high, M, A, and then back down here to the peak formation low again, which is a W. As you can see right here, you can see it right here. And then we've gone back into the W, V, and what did we do again? We shot back up and went back into our M shape right here. So as you can see, clear as day, that this is something the market does. GBP JPY did the same thing. You can go and check it. Now, it doesn't have to look exactly perfect every time, like how it looks here, or even how it looked here, even a bit better. It can be a bit different sometimes, but it's always generally going to do that same shape. And if you don't see it as something clear, as a WVVA or an MAAW, then just leave it. Just don't trade the pair. You know, it's not by force. You don't have to trade the pair every single day or a pair every single day. Because I do go more in depth with this in my mentorship and other ways to spot the pattern, because what you need to spot after this is you need to spot the moves that happen when it comes to the Asian session coming out into the London session breakout. So this is something what I will explain here. Now an M shape here, and you can see the perfect reversal now for the peak formation high. This is the Asian box right here. This is my London box. This is my New York box. Now this would be called a type 3 sell. Reason being is it never broke the Asian mid-range when the price was moving. This is why I don't trade Asian. I let Asian session build up the day for me, so I can know what type of breakout I'm expecting into London session, or even if it doesn't happen in London session, your breakout here, the type 3 sell, it could be a continuation into New York session. So it could have consolidated all the way here, and then in New York session, it could have basically broken out and gone down. So there's, like I said, there's so much more I teach. Just join up the group. All the information is in the link below. But I thought I'd just make a bit of a different video just so people can understand that I don't only trade with indicators. I do know price action, market structure, and I teach these things. So what I'll do after this is I'll use Pip Hunter. I'll switch that on, and when I switch on Pip Hunter will tell me where I am in terms of strong trend. Like I said, I'll link that video here again as well, just at the end of this, so you can see how I would know if the H4 and the M15 trend are in sync, and I would know that this was going to be a strong bullish buy on top of my market structure analysis and price action. So I'll leave it there. I hope you guys and girls have a lovely evening, and I hope you like this video. It's nice, short and sweet, but it's just to let people know how I also use the weekly cycle, and I also use the wave strategy mixed together to catch these pips. So hit me up in the Discord group, and for now, peace.